20 seconds into the third and final round.
Well, at least we know Dirksen is still dangerous off his back. It was a good round for him. He had Ed Herman's back.
It's a tough round to score, as you pointed out, Joe.
You know, you got to give it to Dirksen because Dirksen almost finished the fight. I mean, it happened at the end of the fight, and it was, even though the bell saved him, it was as close to finishing the fight as we've come. So, in my opinion, you got to give it to Dirksen.
And he had the back for a while. Left hook being utilized.
Herman makes it academic with a big left hook. Wow. Let's take a look at that again. Joe Dirksen tired in the exchange. You can see he's punching sloppy. His hands are down. Look at this. Bang!
Bob and weave.
Ed Herman clips him. Finishes with a couple more punches, and he has erased the previous victory that Joe Dirksen had over him.
We now take you to Las Vegas, Nevada. The Pearl at the Palms is the site of our next knockout. Troy Mandalonis and Richie Hightower in a welterweight matchup from Season 6 of the Ultimate Fighter finale. Hightower accepted the fight with Mandalonis with great anticipation. We pick up the action in the second round.
Good body shot by Troy. Troy was also landing some good knees to the leg earlier.
Hightower looks like he caught his breath a little bit, Joe. He looks a little better here. Combinations down, he goes again. Mandalonis has finished it. It is all over. Troy Mandalonis defeats Richie Hightower. Caught him with a big right.
Let's see how it all went down. That was, it looked like Richie was in the middle of throwing a left hook, and Troy caught him coming in with a jab. Bang, yep, exactly. A combination of Richie going forward, Troy catching him right in the middle of it, and then he finished it off with hammer fist.
Metro Radio Arena in Newcastle, England is the site of our next middleweight matchup. Kendall the Spider Grove and Jorge El Conquistador Rivera were both coming off knockout losses. So they had a lot to prove at UFC 80, as they knew anything other than a win could be very costly.
I mean, he's shredded.
Marcus Davis, his teammate, said Jorge really looked good during training. He goes for the early takedown.
He's got to be careful. Kendall was very dangerous off his back. He's got great sweeps.
And with those long limbs, he is able to lock in some things that others can't.
Yeah, and great leverage, especially chokes. His long limbs really help him in the top position. Darce chokes. He can slide his arms through and clasp his hands together in a lot of places shorter arm guys just can't.
You know what? Interestingly, psychologically, Rivera with an early takedown, a little bit of a ground game.
Rivera's landing some big right hands.
And this could cause him, Joe, to gain a lot of confidence early in the fight and kind of wipe away that fear of what happened last time with Terry Martin.
Yeah, it can. And with Kendall, it could also bring up some memories of Patrick Cote.
Good point. Mark Delagrati told me coming into this fight, they feel like they have the game plan because, as you mentioned, Cote was able to hold the well.
Jorge's landing some shots.
Rivera really takes it to Kendall.
Kendall is in trouble. His legs are buckling.
Grove is in huge trouble. Kendall Grove is down. It is all over. Jorge Rivera wins.
Jorge is back for the look. That is a big win for Jorge. Kendall Grove, highly touted. Now, Jorge's just all over him, relentless with these punches. Kendall just looking for his opportunity to get out of there, but Jorge kept punching. Bang! That left was what did it. Let's take another look at this again. Here it is in real time. Jorge just relentless. Huge, huge victory for Jorge Rivera.
We continue from Metro Radio Arena in Newcastle, England, with a light heavyweight bout from UFC 80. Fresh off a knockout win over Renato Babalu Sobral, Jason the Punisher Lambert had his hands full taking on submission specialist Wilson Gouveia, who was riding a 3-fight win streak. The fight remained steadily one-sided for the duration of the first round, as Lambert was able to control Gouveia wherever the fight took place. We pick up the action just moments into the second round.
Lambert just looks very confident, and Gouveia is feeling that pressure. Good right hand by Gouveia.
Gouveia going to try, obviously, to avoid Lambert taking him down again.
You know, I've never seen anybody manhandle Wilson Gouveia like this. His fight with Keith Jardine was a real tough fight, you know, and a war of attrition that he eventually wound up losing a decision. But Lambert is just rolling over him here.
Kind of throwing him around.
Yeah, it's just real shocking. And he looked... Oh, down goes Jason Lambert! Unbelievable! It is all over! Right when we said that, Wilson Gouveia shows us what's up.
And it was a left hook.
Out of nowhere. And Wilson Gouveia caught him on the champ. Look at this. Watch this left hook. Bang! On the button. And it was just a matter of Jason Lambert being reckless and Wilson Gouveia landing it right on the button. Wow! What a turnaround! It just shows you in this sport anything can happen at any given moment.
One last fight from the UK at UFC 80. Proud of his Irish heritage, the American Marcus the Irish Hand Grenade Davis did not